Erie, Pennsylvania, a city of 100,000 people, is buried under a pile of snow.
No emergency is in effect in Erie, Pennsylvania. Nearly 64 inches of snow has fallen since Christmas Eve.
Residents in Erie, Pennsylvania spent the day after Christmas digging out from record snowfall, even as more piled on across the Great Lakes.
A winter blast dumped foot after foot of snow across the Great Lakes.
A lot of snow, just keeps coming, just won't stop.
The city of Erie, Pennsylvania shattered the state record with over 50 inches.
Well, millions of Americans are waking up to freezing temperatures that may stick around all week. In New York City, officials there warning the 1 million spectators expected in Times Square on New Year's Eve to bundle up big time this year.
Turning now to some extreme weather, a bitter Arctic blast gripping millions across the country.
And parts of New York and Pennsylvania could see up to 6 feet of snow after a winter storm dumped a record 34 inches on Christmas Day.
And meteorologist Adam Klotz live in studio tracking the weather system with many reasons to stay in all morning and watch us.
Yeah, mostly It's so cold out there. We've got wind chill warnings from Maine stretching all the way back into the northern plain states at this point. The wind, the cold air, these are the current feels like temperatures across the country. -1 in Boston, but it gets only colder as you head into the plain states, the northern plains. Feels like -20 in Chicago, feels like -30 in Fargo, North Dakota. I can drill you in there a little bit tighter, and these are the actual current temperatures, so down below -10 to -20, absolutely area-wide. The warmest it's going to get today, these are your daytime highs, 6 degrees in Minneapolis. Pete, you're from Minnesota.
Yeah.
You guys are used to that, right? In Minnesota? Yeah.
That's like
Was that a good accent?
It's warm for now.
No, that's good. Yeah,
It's called freezing.
Terrible. And I look at Tampa down there, right by your elbow. 80.
High of 40 in Dallas.
That's too warm for Pete.
6 to 80.
We could take class outside to Tampa.
It's true.
Exactly.
Kids, dress up before you go outside.
Christmas Day blizzard they had in Erie, Pennsylvania. 34 inches of snow fell on the area yesterday, which is a single-day record. This was the scene on Interstate 90, which was backed up for most of the day. Another 19 inches of snow fell overnight with whiteout conditions at times, and it is not over yet. More snow is forecast in that area for tonight and tomorrow.
Winter has arrived with a vengeance. Arctic air is plunging deep into the lower 48 states. Almost the entire northern half of the country will wake up tomorrow to below freezing temperatures. Erie, Pennsylvania, a city of 100,000 people, is buried under a pile of snow. DeMarco Morgan is there. DeMarco?
Good evening, Elaine. The snow is still falling as we speak, so much so that this area has been declared an emergency because of the heavy snowfall. In some areas, it's chest deep. A winter blast dumped foot after foot of snow across the Great Lakes.
A lot of snow, just keeps coming, just won't stop.
The city of Erie, Pennsylvania shattered the state record with over 50 inches. The nearly 4.5 feet of snow fell in just under 36 hours. The snowpack forced trucks to be dug out, along with cars and streets blanketed with snow. In Ohio, the visibility and hazardous conditions backed up traffic on a portion of Interstate 90, forcing authorities to drop the speed limit from 65 miles per hour to 30 miles per hour. In Kansas City, Missouri, the snow and ice caused many accidents on the highways. In one crash, 4 people were killed. Not to be outdone, record frigid temperatures sent the Midwest into a deep freeze. Parts of Wisconsin experienced -20-degree weather, and Minneapolis had a low of -2. But the -12-degree wind chill in Aurora, Illinois didn't stop people from shopping after Christmas sales.
We're from around here, so we're pretty used to this, and I go to school downtown, so I'm really used to the wind chill.
Now, the snowfall is far from over. This area could get anywhere from 5 to 10 inches of snow before the week is out.
While most of us did not see a white Christmas, Erie, Pennsylvania got 53 inches of snow in about 36 hours. That's the highest two-day snowfall total in Pennsylvania's history. Governor Wolf has called in the National Guard to assist in the aftermath. As Roxana Sabiri tells us tonight, much of the country is dealing with winter weather, and that's making travel difficult.
Residents in Erie, Pennsylvania spent the day after Christmas digging out from record snowfall, even as more piled on across the Great Lakes.
It's a little ridiculous, but I keep pecking away at it and we'll get it clear.
You can't even tell how bad it is, I don't think.
Even by lake effect standards, the scene was jaw-dropping. The city was hit with over 50 inches of snow, which fell in only about 36 hours.
A lot of snow, just keeps coming, just won't stop.
In Ohio, limited visibility and hazardous conditions backed up traffic on a portion of Interstate 90. Snow and ice led to this deadly accident on a highway in Kansas City, Missouri. 4 people were killed. Record low temperatures sent parts of the Midwest into a deep freeze. Minneapolis saw a low of -2. In Chicago, temperatures hovered around 0 degrees, not cold enough to keep shoppers from hitting the malls for post-Christmas deals.
We're from around here, so we're pretty used to this.
Forecasters say the cold bath of air will slide east over the next few days, where it will stick around until after the new year.
No emergency is in effect in Erie, Pennsylvania. Nearly 64 inches of snow has fallen since Christmas Eve. That is more than 5 feet. Snow is piling up on the roads, burying cars and bringing traffic to a stop on many roads. As people try to dig out, more lake effect snow is piling up across the Great Lakes.
Well, millions of Americans are waking up to freezing temperatures that may stick around all week. In New York City, officials there warning the 1 million spectators expected in Times Square on New Year's Eve to bundle up big time this year. CBS 4's John Shumo has the latest on the Arctic chill hitting much of the country.
Record low temperatures and record high snowfall. Bitter cold from this week's winter blast is being felt in dozens of states.
All I could do was laugh. You know, it's a little ridiculous.
Erie, Pennsylvania shattered the state record with more than 50 inches of snow. Temperatures in Chicago, Illinois hovered around 0 degrees, prompting an effort to get people who are homeless indoors. While some are finding ways to make the frigid fun, first responders are reminding people of the health risks that come from bitter cold.
Anytime that we have an extreme in weather, be it cold or hot, it taxes the EMS system as a whole.
In New York's Times Square, visitors in town to watch the New Year's Eve ball drop say the predicted temperatures for that night in the low teens is not disrupting their plans.
We're here. You have to do it.
Once in a lifetime. So.
It doesn't matter if we're freezing and icicles, we'll do it.
Forecasters predict the cold blast will move east and stick around into the beginning of 2018.
A huge part of the country is getting hit hard by nasty winter weather. Some places are getting buried in snow. Others have bone-chilling temperatures. CBS 4's Laura Podesta has more.
Residents of Oswego, New York started digging out after 3 feet of snow fell overnight, forcing officials to declare a state of emergency. The snow continued throughout the day Wednesday.
I've not seen this. I've lived here my whole life, and I've not seen it for a couple of years here. So we've really gotten hit this year.
Lake effect snow broke records in Erie, Pennsylvania. 5 feet fell over the past few days. For much of the Northeast and Midwest, snow has given way to the bitter cold. In Minneapolis, single-digit temperatures froze Minnehaha Falls. A bridge in Green Bay became partially stuck because of the cold. And this is what's called pancake ice on the river in Grand Haven, Michigan.
Here in New York's Times Square, people are bundled up, but the cold won't keep tourists who traveled for the ball drop from being right here on New Year's Eve.
How many layers will you wear to watch the ball drop?
To watch the ball drop, right now I have about 2 pairs of socks, a pair of nylons, a pair of jeans. So the ball drop, I guess, is 2 pairs of pants, 2 pairs of socks, maybe a pair of thermals.
Preparations are underway to make sure the ball drop goes smoothly. Waterford Crystal says the ball is built to withstand extreme weather. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
A lot of layers for those New Yorkers. The National Weather Service says wind chills could hit minus 30 degrees in some parts of the Midwest, and the temperature in Maine will remain below freezing for more than 10 days.
A Christmas storm has dumped a record amount of snow on Erie, Pennsylvania, and surrounding areas. The National Weather Service office in Cleveland says Monday's storm brought 34 inches of snow, an all-time daily snowfall record for Erie. Another 19 inches fell before dawn Tuesday, bringing the total to 53 inches, the greatest two-day total in Commonwealth history. The previous record was the 44 inches that fell in Morgantown in March of 1958. Erie issued a snow emergency, citing dangerous and impassable roads. It asked residents to stay off streets until the snow stops and roads can reopen. State police and the State Department of Transportation are urging people to avoid travel, citing poor visibility and deteriorating conditions.
The northern half of the country is waking up in a deep freeze, actually, after record-shattering snowfall along the Great Lakes.
Icy roads caused dozens of accidents, including one that killed 4 people in Missouri. And the cold air means more lake-effect snow is likely in hard-hit places like Erie, Pennsylvania.
22 states have wind chill alerts in effect, advisories and warnings stretching from the Texas Panhandle into northern New England. The coldest temperatures this morning are around 30 below. Forecasters warn that can cause frostbite in as little as 10 minutes. DeMarco Morgan is in Erie, where they're already buried under more than 5 feet of snow. DeMarco, good morning.
Good morning to you. That's a lot of snow. Up to 7 inches of snow fell overnight since that storm on Christmas Day dumped a record amount on this area. And now city officials are calling on additional snow plows and extra help from the National Guard. A snow emergency is in effect in Erie, Pennsylvania, after a winter blast dumped a record 53 inches of snow in less than 36 hours.
You can't even tell how bad it is.
Snow is piling up on the roads, burying cars and bringing traffic to a halt.
All I could do was laugh. You know, it's a little ridiculous, but I keep pecking away at it.
As people try to dig out, more lake-effect snow is piling up across the Great Lakes.
A lot of snow, just keeps coming. Just won't stop.
Emergency Management Coordinator Matt ℎ𝔥𝔦𝔫𝔞 says plow drivers are working around the clock to clear the streets.
We have all of our plow crews out. They've been doing a fantastic job with the elements that have been out there. It's really hard to keep up with this amount of snow.
Slick roads are making for a tough commute.
I could only do about 20 miles an hour.
Snow and ice led to more than 40 accidents in Missouri on Tuesday. At least 6 people were killed in 3 separate crashes. In New England, bitter cold followed the Christmas snowstorm. The wind chill could reach 40 below zero in some parts of the region today.
The wind is the worst part. You can't do anything about it.
Now, officials are not sure just how long the city will stay in a state of emergency, but they're asking people to stay inside until the streets are clear. But beyond, I can tell you it's a mess, but it is absolutely beautiful out here. So if you can, enjoy it in your front yard or somewhere around your home, but just stay on the inside just to play it safe.
The brutal holiday week weather. You are looking live at the dangerous icy conditions on the roads in Cleveland. It is a pretty rough commute this morning. If you're looking for an excuse not to go to work, I say you found one. And residents are digging their way out of that record-shattering snowfall with more than 60 inches in some areas as that intense deep freeze stretches across the country. ABC's Alex Perez is in upstate New York for us this morning. Good morning to you, Alex.
Hey, good morning, Paula. Some people are waking up to bone-chilling temperatures that feel like 30 below zero. Now, we can't move around too much here because we're standing on ice, but take a look around me here. We are along Lake Erie here, and you can see the crashing waves have essentially turned into a mound of ice, frozen solid. Overnight, millions of Americans from the Midwest to the Northeast getting slammed by a dangerous winter mix of snow, ice, and blistering wind chills.
I have to bear the cold.
It's really cold. I don't know, it might be a little too cold for us.
Treacherous travel for the millions returning home after the holiday weekend. Lake-effect snow spreading from Cleveland to upstate New York. In Erie, Pennsylvania, a snow emergency declared with record-breaking snowfall of more than 60.5 inches since Christmas Eve, forcing restrictions on both I-86 and parts of I-90.
A lot of snow, just keeps coming.
The blizzard-like conditions leaving parked cars completely covered.
It's a little ridiculous.
In Missouri, 5 dead and 125 injured in car accidents during the Christmas weekend. The slippery roads forcing cars to slide off the interstate, flipping on their sides, some turning all the way over. In Buffalo, New York, residents digging themselves out.
This is something else. I haven't seen this in a long time.
And here's the not so great news. More Arctic cold, more lake effect snow headed for these areas that have been affected already. It's going to be a tough few days for everyone trying to survive all of this.